Hey, have you ever noticed how emotions don't just live in the mind? They live in your body too. Maybe you feel anxiety in your chest, or grief in your lungs, or anger in your stomach. That's not random. It's part of what's called the emotional pain body. So today we're going to explore the pain body chart, what it is, how it functions, why it can become a powerful tool for healing and self-awareness. And by the end of this video, you will not only understand the chart, but also walk away with practices you can begin releasing emotional energy that is stored within your body. The emotional pain chart. The term pain body was actually popularized by a spiritual teacher by the name of Eckhart Tolle. But the idea shows up across psychology, trauma studies, and even ancient healing traditions. The pain body is like an energetic memory field. It's the accumulation of unprocessed emotions, such as sadness, fear, anger, guilt, that gets stored in the body instead of being released. And when these emotions are triggered, these stored emotions can rise up to the surface, and sometimes they become overwhelming to us. That's why a small event can create a big emotional reaction. It's not just the moment, it's the pain body being activated. I'm going to put up a graphic of the body and the pain body and mapping it and telling you where the emotions are stored. The silhouette with highlight areas are going to talk about the chest, the stomach, the head, the pulsing areas where energy is more predominant. The pain body chart maps out where these emotions tend to show up in your body. It doesn't mean every person experiences this the same, but there is a pattern across most human people that experience this that give us these clues. Excuse me. So let's break it down. The chart area by area and explore which emotion often shows up and why. Let's talk about the neck and the head. Overthinking, worry, headaches, migraine represents mental overload, trying to control outcomes. The throat, difficult expressing yourself. A lump in your throat or chronic sore throats, often linked to suppressed communication or fear of speaking your truth because you feel you're not being heard. The chest, the heart, and the lungs experience grief, sadness, heartbreak. Feels heavy and tight sometimes, like you can't catch your breath. The stomach and the solar plexus is anxiety and fear and guilt is stored there. The gut feeling area where we hold control issues and survival emotions. And then the liver is anger, frustration, resentment. In Chinese medicine, the liver is considered the seat of anger. The kidneys is fear and insecurities. It's linked to the fight-flight energy system. The lower back and hips support stability and feeling safe. Emotional pain here often links to fear of financial or relationship instabilities. Now the legs and the feet feel grounded, supported, right? Connected to the world. But you can have pain here, and it can represent resistance to move forward. So you have to remember these patterns are not medical diagnoses. They are simply awareness tools, a way to tune into the body's wisdom and ask, what emotion is really hiding here? So we'll move into the function of this chart. Let me ask you, what's the purpose, do you think, of this chart? Put it down in the comments section. I'd love to know your opinion. The main function is awareness. Instead of being blindsided by emotions, you start to see them as signals. Here's an example. If you feel tightness in your chest, instead of saying, something's wrong with me, you might pause and ask, am I carrying grief I haven't expressed? This shift begins to transform that pain into information, and the body becomes a map, not a burden, and you begin to read it. These words that you see and hear and feel. So practicing for healing, once you really become aware of your pain body and the patterns, what you can do about it, here are a few practices that you can do that will help you to stay in the pain body and in the now so you can begin to feel it. Do some breath work into the area where you feel tension. So if you feel tension in your heart area, do breath work into the heart area and out, in and out. And imagine softly expanding your lungs, open and close, open and close. It's quite amazing when you focus on breath, the mind stops. Number 2, I would say probably journaling. Write, if my chest could speak, what would it say to me? Let the emotions flow onto the page. Do not interpret them or try to explain them. Just do some creative writing and let the pen flow on the paper and allow the emotions to flow onto the page. You can do somatic practices, which is like a gentle stretching or shaking or movement to release stored energy. And I do this in dance. I will turn music on and I will dance like nobody's watching me for 10 minutes in any way, shape, or form I want, right? And it releases the stored energy within my body. It's quite lovely. Number 4, I would say meditation and presence. Observe the pain body without judgment. If you have a pain in your stomach or anxiety in your chest, don't name it. Simply feel it. Allow it to come, feel it, and allow it to go. The emotion reduces its grip on you when you do this. So observe the pain body without judgment, without commentary, and just simply naming the emotion alone. I'm anxious. Reduces the grip that emotion of anxiety has on you. Some people have mentioned, and I think it's very effective too, is professional guidance helps untangle deep trauma patterns safely. You can work with a Reiki practitioner, a shamanic healer. I'm a Reiki master and shamanic journeyer for the community and the collective, and so you can work with someone like me and we can shift and move energies for you in the area that are needed. These aren't quick fixes, but consistent practice creates space, and over time the pain body loses its power and you gain your freedom. What is better than that? Why does this even matter? I've been a nurse for 40 years and a respiratory therapist, and so I understand the human body. And now I understand the pain body and the pain body chart, and that it matters because it helps us break cycles. Instead of passing an unprocessed pain into a relationship or possibly the next generation, we learn to meet it, to heal it, and to release it. And your body is not against you, it's speaking to you. And when you listen, transformation begins. Consciousness just needs a space, a little space. And consciousness is between thought. Thought is the language of the mind. Emotions are the language of the body. So in closing, I'd like to say, if this teaching resonates with you, please take a moment to like the video, subscribe, share it with someone that you know is on a healing journey and may need some assistance. And I'd love to hear from you. Which area of your body do you notice emotions showing up in most? Drop it in the comment section and let's build a conversation together. Remember, your body keeps the score, but it also holds the key to your healing. I'd like to thank you for spending your time with me today, and I hope you're having a fabulous Saturday. God bless you, and namaste, everyone. I'd like to add a little side note story here. This little guy is Chance. He's the love of my life, and I had him for 16 years. And when it came time to put him down, I was going through my spiritual awakening, and I realized when the doctors went out and drew up the medicine and came back in, I was loving on him and telling him how much joy he had brought to my life. And when they started his IV and inserted the medicine, my little guy's back feet simultaneously stretched out, and I literally saw his little soul leave his form of a dog. And it was so beautiful. So know that consciousness is everywhere. There is no birth and there is no death. We simply leave the vehicle we're in, our human construct, and we have rebirth and we choose another vehicle. I thought it was a fitting story when we're talking about chakras and energy healing. Thank you for listening. Now I know Chance has already reincarnated in another form and is flying free somewhere. I love you, buddy, and miss you so much.